I'm here cruising the beach area in St. Petersburg, Florida, right outside of Tampa. Now, the reason I'm here is because so many of you have emailed me telling me about this joint I just gotta check out. Ted Peters' famous smoked fish. Nice call.
Can't you smell it? It's smokehouse over there.
The very first time we came, he bought me one of those smoked mackerel pieces.
Romantic.
The salmon. It's so good. Grab a fork.
I put on 30 pounds since I've been here. Thanks to the emailers who got me down here,
You can just sit back, relax, enjoy your meal.
like Laura Black
Now, how long you been coming here?
For about 10 years.
and George Davis.
My grandmother and father brought me here. My daughters, my kids, I brought them here. Now the grandkids here. This is like the 5th generation.
The place itself has been family-run for 56 years. Co-owner Michael Latrip's uncle was the guy with his name on the sign. And the good idea to turn a backyard hobby, smoking fish, into a business.
Yeah, Ted Peters, he took it from the backyard, stuck it out in the front yard, and kind of waved the traffic down as it would go by. And people put the brakes on, back up, and say, what's that about?
Today, folks are still jamming on the brakes for smoked salmon, mahi-mahi, and the hometown favorite, mullet. In here, through the John Wayne doors?
Yep.
Still made the same way by the same family. This is our fishmonger for the day?
Ben, he's 5th generation here.
Nice to meet you. Sounds like a piece of history. Just shook the Liberty Bell.
First we're gonna do is just run some salt light over all the fish, and then we'll put our mixture on all of them.
And what is the mixture? What's
secret sauce.
Well, you got to give me a basis of it. Are we tomato based in here? Or are we?
Yeah, tomato
I can
based.
see oil in it, but you're not stirring it up, and you're not putting a lot on.
No, it's just real light, just to keep it from burning, give it a little color. We'll just pick up the whole
it.
tray here, just slide it in the cart, and take it over to the smokehouse.
I've never taken my smoked fish for a walk before.
All right. Just take the tray and slide it in there.
So, I guess that you have to be a family member. You have to have the eagle span reach. Did you see that?
Yeah, little guys don't do this well.
What are we smoking with?
This is red oak. What's going to happen in a few minutes, you're going to have such a concentration of smoke in there that it's going to be equally seeping out of
Everywhere.
all the trays.
Do they go in a certain location to start with?
Yeah, you want the raw fish on the bottom, and as you add, you raise up.
You don't just set it and forget it. You actually have to be participating every 15 minutes, pulling the rack, looking where you're at, seeing how things are moving along. You guys ever heard about secondhand smoke? Next stop, the cooling cabinet. And they're ready to serve.
They got the best smoked fish there is around.
And now they have salmon, which is unbelievable.
Smoked mullets are really good, too.
That's tasty. Who would have thunk? And who'd have thunk up this one? It's a top seller. Smoked fish, all chopped up into Ted Peters' legendary fish spread.
Be sure and order the fish spread.
I hear out of everything at Ted Peters, this is like, the spread is like the kicker.
This is the thing.
So what is made in the fish spread?
That is mahi and mullet. The mullet is the kicker to the spread, though.
Can't use I'm the kid, that's my word.
I wonder where I heard it from.
Okay, so you break it down by hand, then it goes into this grinder to make sure that it's uniform size.
Exactly. So what you want to do is you want to get it as fluffy as you can.
Now we're gonna add celery and onion.
Celery and onion.
Pickle relish.
Sweet relish. You're going to mix them again.
It's always by hand?
It's always by hand.
Okay, now the salad dressing.
It holds it together. This definitely you got to have shoulder muscles for.
Look at you, man. You are a machine. What pulls that all together? Onion, the celery, and the smoke. That's really good, actually. You can get the fish spread on a sandwich, but lots of folks get it as part of a meal locals know as
The Ted Peters surf and turf. You eat the fish spread, and then that's the fish, and then you eat the hamburger, and that's the
surf and turf.
Their cheeseburgers are great.
What kind of cheese? Swiss, American,
That'll be it.
a real burger.
That is.
The cheese, it always stays melted, so it's always like extra gooey.
Besides, where else can you eat on place that reminds you of your elementary school cafeteria? You know?
You're right. And to round out the total Ted Peters experience, the locals have one more suggestion.
Sure, get the warm potato salad.
And there we take the bacon?
Whoa. Hot grease and all?
Yes.
That is up there in the top best potato salads I've ever had. Fits right in with the surf and turf and the smoked mullet.
Love smoked mullet. I've never had anything else here, to tell you the truth.
And the old Ted Peters thing that folks around here have been coming back for since 1951.
Had my first smoked mullet about 30 years ago at this place.
Really, how long have you been coming?
25 years.
Is he in a stroller?
Yeah.
So many people look at us as not the owners, but the caretakers of something that's part theirs. Because this is a restaurant in this area is the last thing that anchors their childhood memories.
Did you think that sending in an email to Food Network for Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives is going to turn into this?
I need to stop sitting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, half asleep and tapping on the keyboard.
I have to say thanks, man. And I have to ask you and tell everybody else to write in and tell us your recommendations. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives will go where you recommend. Right?
They will. Be careful, they'll show up.